Hey everybody, today this will be a beginner tutorial on how to use the local player request FOV multiplier. And today I'm going to be showing you 3 basic ways that you can use it for any type of game, hangout, or just experimenting in general with the chip. And yeah, let's go. Alright guys, we're back. Now I'm going to have you guys pause the video to collect all the chips that we have right here. Alright, let's get started. Now we're going to connect our interaction volume into the input of the player owns room key. Then we're going to grab our room key and connect it into the player owns room key. Then we're going to grab on player owns room key complete and connect it into the input of our if. Then grab player owns room key bool and connect it into the condition of the if. Then we're going to grab our then and connect it to the player add role. Then we're going to connect our if or our else into the show purchase prompt. And then we're going to connect our in-room purchasable into the room key. That will pop up your prompt on your screen whenever you click on the interaction. And then player owns room key or no player add role will be connected into the local player request FOV multiplier. Alright guys, we're not done yet. Now what we have to do is we have to name our player add role to whatever our role is down here. So right now it's at speed boost. So what we're going to do is we're going to check name speed boost, check the role, and now we have it at 8.0. So like you're rolling pretty fast. Let me go down, down, down. I'm going to keep it all the way at the top because I'm quite funny that way. And now we're going to be looking at the local player request FOV multiplier. And so what the multiplier is just like how far it spreads out your screen, like your field of view, FOV. And it goes, the lowest is 0.75 and the highest is 1.25, and 1 is just the default for Rec Room. And the transition duration is just like how fast the transition will happen. So it'll go like 0.5, and then we can have it to 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5. In this situation, we're gonna have it as 1, right? So we'll have it as 1. And then for the multiplier, what we're going to do is we're going to have it at 1.15 or no, 25. Actually, I meant to put 15, but it went to 25. And we're going to name our roll speed speed boost. My fault. Speed boost. And I've already claimed this role earlier, so I'll show you what it looks like prior, because I have already bought the role. So what I can do is I can disconnect this, and then this is what it will look like if you didn't purchase the role. It will show this, and then it'll show not owned. It'll say like buy the key / item. But since I've already bought it, I'm gonna connect it back to where it was, because how it works is it'll give you the role, right, and then it'll change your FOV. And then else, if you don't own it and you click on it and you don't own the key, it'll else give you the purchase prompt. So right now, alright guys, we're back for the second example. Take time to pause the video and put down the chips that we have right here. Alright, let's get started. Right now we're going to connect our interaction volume into the player prompt text. Then next we're going to connect on prompt complete into our if. Then we're going to connect the parse successful into the condition of our if. Then we're going to connect the string into our response. And then we're going to connect the then into the local player request FOV multiplier. Then we're going to connect our result into our FOV multiplier. And now for this part, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you how everything went down and why we have it wrapped up the way we do. So we have our interaction. So once I tap this, it'll pull up a prompt on your screen for you to type in. And for the FOV multiplier, which is over here, it goes from earlier in the other example, 0.75 to the highest, which is 1.25. So after we type in a number between those two values, it'll go through the parse, which is our parse float, and it will go into our local player request FOV multiplier. And again, the duration or the transition duration is just how fast it will happen on your screen. And then our player prompt text right here on prompt complete will go through the if to check if it's successful, because as the parse success, so if the number is successful between those two ranges, then it will output what we need. So I'll do it right now to test it out. We're gonna do 1.15, actually 14. Boom. And there is a little bug with it. So whenever you type in what you want your FOV to be, it has a little glitch to where it won't do it right away. So to combat this, what you do is you pull out your watch and then you close it, and then it should happen. I don't know why, but for Rec Room it likes to glitch like that. But yeah, you know, now we have our FOV, looks beautiful. And yeah, we'll go to our very last example. Alright, let's get started. Now before we get started, I am going to tell you guys that I do have our values for our local player request FOV multiplier already set up for you. I didn't want to bore you guys, but I will be explaining why I have these pre-made for you guys for this afterward. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to connect our interaction, put it into the player multiple choice prompt, and then we're going to connect our on prompt complete to our local player FOV request multiplier, and then we're going to connect our string to the response for our parse float, and then we're going to connect our value of our string format, connect it right into the response, and then we're going to grab our 2D text and connect it right into our text set text. And then we're going to configure our format, and we're going to make it FOV is with our brackets, and then we're going to connect our result right into our button set text or text set text, and then we're going to grab the output, connect it to our text set text, and almost forgot to grab this. I'll grab our parse float result and connect it to our FOV multiplier. And now what this will do is when I click on the interaction, it'll pull up a prompt on my screen, and it will give me these options, these choices, put them into, it'll shoot out to the local request FOV multiplier, and this will change it to whatever the text is. So for example, right now it says 1.12, and then it would be set onto the text. So if I test it out right here, you have our 4 options. I'm going to pick 1.25 because, you know, I like that one, right? And if you look through right here, it was successful because the text went through here. You see it on here, it goes through our string format, it's straight into our button set text, and it changes it on here as well. And once again, during the other example of the tutorial, I will open my watch, and then now it works. I feel free, I feel like I'm able to see third person, looks great. Hey guys, this is the end of the tutorial on 3 ways on how to use the local player request FOV multiplier. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little something simple for our CV2ers out there. If you guys have any other tutorials you would like me to do, please leave it in the comments below. Okay, I'm going to be reading all of your comments to make sure you guys have any cool ideas that I should definitely do. And yeah, see you guys for the next tutorial with me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.